welcome to week 45. Boy, am I in the mood for having a blast today, come on. So, just in case you are wondering, no, I'm not on amphetamines today. Just in a really good mood. The weather is pony, you can't see it at the moment, but it's really windy, which has put paid to a trip to Old Hill Bike Park for me today. It's a bit of a lull at the moment, but it is windy and bands of rain coming across. So I thought to myself, do you know what? I've got a little bit of time to kill today. I'm going to go out for a shred and get absolutely caked in mud and not worry about it. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I guess spurred on by Bike and Beyond's video, which I watched this morning about winter riding, because normally I don't, not really a fan, because I don't like getting wet underpants, but sometimes you have to take one for the team. And today I'm heading here, which is an obscure set of cycle trails in Bude. I think it's owned by a holiday park or something like that. I don't really know, to be honest with you, but I will endeavour to find out. I went here probably about a year ago and found these and popped in there, and it was too boggy. I didn't want to really get muddy then, so I sort of left it for another day, if you know what I mean. Today is that day and I don't care about getting muddy, so let's get into it. Right, I have managed to brave all of the sheep that were congregating by the entrance to that field. I don't do animals. And here we are, a mountain bike and walking trail. Which, like I say, must be owned by some sort of holiday park or something like that, because I've never heard anything else about it from anyone around here. Mountain bike track, follow blue arrows. Also says private property, but there's loads of signs directing you in here, so I am going to go and check it out in a bit more depth today, I reckon, and get dirty. So it looks like last time I was here, someone has built a jump coming off the bottom of this run out from the one of the runs from the top, and I can't recall seeing that, to be fair. Nice little landing just there between those trees. So perhaps we'll have a go on that in a bit once I've sussed out the rest of these trails. But these colours are awesome. Yeah. Honestly, what is not to like? Apart from the fact it's starting to rain, I don't care. Right, so I have absolutely twatted my knee. Okay, for the children out there, I've absolutely whacked my knee on my stem. Coming off that bridge over there, my back wheel just slipped out and sent me all a cropper. Ouch! Oh man. Whilst I gradually get the sensation back into my kneecap, I've got this walk up the hill. I'm not riding it. One, I can't be bothered. Secondly, my back wheel keeps slipping, so won't be doing that. So walk up this hill, made me forget about my knee that kills, and sort of see if I can suss out any more trails that may have been built in here. Nice bit of woodland. Okay, we've had a nice little blast around here, and I will continue, but something has become clear very quick. I put me old 510s on. These things are now 7 years old, along with my 2014 Mavic jacket. If you're into retro stuff, you might like that. And over the years, they've got more harder and harder. They're like rock solid now. Every time they get wet, they get a bit harder. And now they're at the point of rock status. They are as hard as granite. And now, of course, it's given me loads of blisters on my heel. The shoes have started curling upwards as well, which is a bit weird. They're like clogs. So I'm not keen to be doing too much pushing up. I want to ride up, but it's just steep. And I was really expecting it to be an absolute mudfest in here, but it's just absolutely covered in these leaves, which makes it unpredictable. One, because you can't see the flints. Try and find one. There's loads of big rocks underneath all of this. and it just sends your bike in whichever direction it feels like it. But it is certainly a thrill, absolutely blasting down there. 30% out of control, I reckon, but wicked fun. I hope you made for a good shot. I'm going to carry on walking back up this way. It's a nice little trail here. I don't know how people just don't know about these things on their backyard, in their backyard. So I'm going to continue walking back up the way you're not going to walk, keeping an eye out for other cyclists, obviously, and see if I can get some other cool shots in the leaves. Look at these wet, slippery sniper rocks, just absolutely waiting to take your front wheel out and send you hurling into a tree. So I'm going to be a bit careful. I'm not looking for a hospital visit today, but that was the most fun I've had on a bike in a long time. That was good, that was. Let's find a bit more. Right, that's pretty much it from me today here. I think I've pushed my luck crash wise, and secondly, my foot isn't getting any better, and it's my wife's birthday weekend. We're going to go and do whatever she wants, and I don't want to have to go for a long walk or something with a massive blister on my heel, thank you. So a bit of a sad state of affairs for today's bike ride really, but it hasn't rained yet, which is miraculous. It's been wanging it down today. Anyway, I'm going to go up to the top. There's a little path here which is not part of the trails, but I'm going to ride up there and see if there is anything up there. But and then there's another little blast the other side, which I've not really explored before, but that would have to be for another day. But I'm going to have a quick ride down there on the way back out. I've got a long nasty walk back up that chute where I first started today. That is about 3/4 of a mile long, and it's horrible and rocky. Anyway, let's just shut up moaning, shall we? Right, it appears to be my worst nightmare. A field absolutely rammed with sheep. I'm not really scared. I'm not scared of sheep as much. Animals are unpredictable, aren't they? Let's be quite honest. If these were cows, I would be looking for another escape route out of here. But as it happens, I think that is my only exit today. So I'm going to have to grin and bear it, and be ready to sprint if needed. What a wally. Look how brave I am. Hello guys. They are all looking at me, every single one of them. As long as they don't start running towards me, I'm cool. Right, stampede avoided. That is me, out of here. Let's get up this hill. This is not going to be much fun, I've got to be honest. Follow the sheep. Oh. Nice bit of air. Yeah. Do a backflip. No. Some pilgrim. Pilgrim to do a sheep, is it? No. What am I talking about? Did I mention it was likely to start raining? I believe I did. Well, here we are. Nice little road ride back. Getting absolutely soaked. I thought I got away with it. That is the first ride of the week out of the way, and we managed 7.2 miles and a swollen kneecap. It could have been the other knee that I didn't smash last time when I tore my cartilage, but obviously it's the same one, so that's quite painful. Anyway, I'm not going to cry about that. What's coming up this weekend is my wife's 30th birthday this weekend, so we are hopefully getting out on a family bike ride at Howden Forest, which will be very nice and has never happened before, and hopefully it will be the first of many. My wife has insisted she doesn't want to hire a bike, which might be quite suitable. She wants to ride that old banger rally that she's got. So that's what we're doing. Hopefully, if the weather's okay and if she fancies it, she might not. So then we do something else because it's her birthday. So anyway, I'll see you later. I'm going on a bit. Bye. It is Sunday morning and today is going to be epic. We are at a trail centre, Howden Forest Park in Devon. And Mrs. Blob on a bike is here for a birthday bike ride. Get in.
Yes.
Okay, we're at the skills area at Howden Forest and Sammy's going to do some big sends. Big pedals. Nice one. Fun?
Yeah.
Good, isn't it? Right. So Mrs. Blob on a bike is on the inappropriate trail park bike. But we're going to go and do the green run before it gets too busy. Yeah, this makes me happy. So far, having a wicked time. Mrs. Blob on a bike is enjoying a Actually having to go on this skills area just here that we've just found. We've had one argument with someone about their dog that was out of control that nearly sent Sam over the handlebars. Don't mind a bit of an argument. Anyway, we're going to go and finish off this green trail and then we're going to head towards the blue. Right, we are now heading on to the blue, which is Mrs. Bike's first blue. First trail centre, first blue. So this is called the Kiddens Trail. It's a nice easy cross-country loop. Once we've done that, we'll see if she fancies doing the Spices Trail, which is a little bit more spicy, unless I've got those the wrong way around. But so far, so good. What a lovely day. Right, the main path is not doing it for Mrs. Blob on a bike, so it's fully off-piste. I think it was accidental. What a place. Absolutely beautiful. Loving this. Yeah, boy. Viewer. There you go. I said I'd put him in the video. Cheers, boys. Okay. Okay, got my trails mixed up. We've actually already done the Spices Trail. That was the other blue. This is the Kiddens Trail, and it's a bit more raucous. This is Mrs. Blob on a Bike's first downhill section, and she is absolutely slaying it. Sam is doing remarkably well. I would not want to be doing this on Mrs. Blob on a Bike's bike. It is awful. Fair play. Sam is absolutely zooming off. I think he's on the next trail already. Oh. Well, we've nearly finished this blue Kiddens Trail. It's good fun. I was surprised Sam's managed to get around this far, to be honest, but he's doing a brilliant job. He's a bit knackered. Mrs. Blob on a Bike was not expecting it to be as rocky as that on her old banger particularly, but she is absolutely beasting it again. Excellent work. Nearly at the end, mate. Right, that is it. Birthday family bike ride all done and dusted. We managed 8.52 miles, which is pretty good going for Sam and Vicky, to be fair, because off-road it's hard work for me because I'm unfit, and just for them because it's a long way and it's just all slow going because there's lots of flints and roots and stuff. So fair play for both of them for doing that. I know Mrs. Blob on a Bike really enjoyed it, but she's very tired now, as is Sam, so as am I actually. But we're going to go home and have some birthday cake and some coffee. See you soon. It is Monday morning and I am here at Old Hill Bike Park near Bodmin in Cornwall, and you might be wondering, why am I here on a Monday morning? Well, look, absolutely zero wind. That windmill over there isn't even going around the turbine, which is very rare for here. So I got in touch with Lee from my local bike shop in Bude, Ride It Cycles, because he mentioned he'd never been here, so I'm going to show him what's what and hopefully get a few airs. Don't know if I'll do much point of view on this because I've done loads of that before, and I want to kind of get some footage of me doing some jumps because that's where I want to progress. So we'll see what happens. I've got my tripod. Lee might not want to be filmed, of course, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there, but I'm looking forward to this. There is no one here. I don't think it's not open yet anyway. I don't think it opens at 10 and it's just before, so I'm going to spend a couple of hours here and then go and do some work. Well, here comes Lee in his RS4, RS6 I think it is, something like that. It sounds wicked. Very pleasant day here at Old Hill Bike Park. Lee is not much of a jumper, so he wants to practice a few jumps today. He's not very confident on the jumps, but he's doing good actually. I want to get better at my jump technique, so I'm going to set my little tripod up and get a few shots of me doing some of these first doubles there and session those a little bit. I'd like to learn how to do a little bit of a whip without crashing. See what happens, shall we? Oh, we like estate cars. Right, I've been practicing those for a little bit and I won't know what they look like until I check the footage later. But for now, I'm going to do a little bit of a sequence going down the hill, I reckon. Right, hope you like that. I've always seen people doing little sessions on this hip jump here. And I can't say I've ever really done a hip jump. So I'm going to have a go and try and get my bike a little bit sideways. Watch out for this crash. Right, I think it might be time for a bit of a go on the bigger red line jump. So I'll see what Lee's up to and see if he fancies it. He's done really well today. He's not very good at jumping by all accounts, that's what he reckons, but I reckon he's doing all right. You might be wondering why I'm stood next to a giant jump here at Old Hill Bike Park. It's because I'm looking at it to have a go. Now, I've been here a few times since this has been built. And I've always fancied having a go. It's like a step up, but it's like a loose shale sort of landing. So if you case it, it's not going to be a solid impact really. But still, if you take a look at this takeoff just here, that is by anyone's estimation pretty steep, which is what is quite scary about that. But I would quite fancy having a go. I've seen people doing it. It doesn't really matter if you come up short. You just sort of land on this bit as long as you don't go backwards off it. So I'll leave the camera roll in and see what happens. It seems so little when you're stood next to it, even though it's massive. It's going to test me, this one. I was having struggle clearing the jump just before it, so I'm landing flat on that pretty much, which is killing my speed. But I still must have almost enough speed to even get up there, so let's try again. It's quite intimidating, isn't it? That was nice, little hip off that.
Nice starting from a bit further back.
Yeah.
A little corkscrew thing going on up there.
Yeah, it's nice up there. Yeah, that's got a good couple of berms actually. What the actual... I'm not dead. I'm not in an ambulance. That felt weird, but I was never that far from the ground, so I don't know what I was worrying about. I'm doing that again. Yeah, nice. Can't clear it, but I did it. Oh, fair play. Didn't think you were going to have a go. That's not bad, is it, at all? Right, I got up there again, but it's this second to last jump here that just kills my speed because I can't quite clear it. But pleased I did that again, so I'm going to do it again. I can't believe Lee did it. Fair play, man. Good one. Well, it wasn't a fluke. Get in. Not sure what that was going to be. It's strange, very strange jump.
Yeah.
Right, that's enough of that. We're going to go and have one quick run on the red, and then I've got to get out of here and do some work. Right, that is that for today. Where's my phone and I'll figure out how far we've done. That was wicked fun today. It was nice having a little ride with Lee. We've been talking about that for quite some time and today it's happened. So let's see what we're doing. Well, 5.93, you can see we did quite a lot of runs there. So I'm pleased about that. Wicked way to start the week. I think I've ridden my bike Friday, Sunday and Monday, so all good. It's time for me to get out of here, so I'll see you later. Listen to this. Okay, it is Wednesday afternoon and I am going on a maiden voyage with this bad boy. This is my little Decathlon commuter single speed bike, so it'll be quite interesting. I haven't ridden a single speed bike since probably I was about 8 and I had a BMX. That would have been the last single speed, I reckon. Unless when I worked at a bike shop, a rally shopper or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to go and give it a little welly down the post office today. I'm not sure if I'm doing the school run today. My wife's actually working from home, so she might be doing it. So I don't know if I'm in a rush or not today. I better find out before I get going. Okay, so first impressions. Quite a lot of weight on my wrists, which is not cool because that's why I didn't like my road bike, but it is better than my road bike. Another thing I would like to point out, won't be going anywhere fast down a hill unless it's through gravity, because the gearing is not fast enough to make some decent progress down a hill, but it feels like it's going to be hard enough making progress up a hill, particularly the big hill to the post office. So whilst I can't film really going up there because it's a hard slog, it will be interesting to see if I can ace that one, so I'll let you know later. But it's a nice day and hopefully I can do this without getting the bike too wet and dirty, because I do still need to use it for a few more photos. Yeah. It's got really short handlebars. Well, I've already tried to change gear a few times. What a wally. What a pleasant day. Bit of a headwind coming this way, but it's nice enough. Blooming cold though. Well, I managed to do the post office up to the top of the hill and I'm pleased to say I did ace it. My legs haven't got what it takes to do it sitting down at the moment, so I was out the saddle all the way up, but it was only about 60 long hard pedal strokes, but I did do it. It'd be nice to be able to do it sat down, so I can work on that, but I'm sure this bike will help me build my leg muscles up, because I don't really like up hills, but about the same as me really. But anyway, so far so good. It's quite quick on the flat bits. Whee! I'd like to personally thank whoever invented gears on a bike. That was 200 pedal strokes back up the hill on the A30 towards my unit. If you start slowing, you lose any momentum you've got, so you just have to keep pounding at it. That was hard. I'm out of breath now, but my legs are going to be like granite. Almost back. Right, today's ride is done. Oh, go away. 6.46 miles, which I'm pleased about. Yeah, my new bicycle's pretty good fun. Yeah, obviously going to take a bit of getting used to going up the hills with that gear, which is hard up the hills, but not hard enough going down the hills. But I guess it's sort of obviously a city bike, so it's designed to be optimised for flat surfaces. But I probably will at some stage change to a set of like, you can get kids BMX handlebars really, which rise them up. It's a bit like those geezers who go around wheeling everywhere. They got little riser bars, so I might think about getting a set of those just to bring up the riding position, because it was hurting my wrist a little bit, but I'm not used to that leaning over sort of position, so I might well get used to that. But yeah, it seems good fun, and for a bargain bike like that, it works like a treat. So anyway, that is it for today. It's Thursday tomorrow. Don't know what's happening tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see. I'm having a good week of cycling this week. See you later. Well, it is Thursday morning and I'm on another bicycle ride. Now, today's bike ride nearly didn't happen for a couple of reasons. One, it's not going to be raining today, but clearly it's rainy and has been raining this morning. Hence the overkill jacket. It's brightening up now and obviously I'll have my shades at home. So I'll have a banging headache come the end of this. But I didn't get out yesterday. I am on a bit of a roll at the moment with my riding and I don't want to break that. And lastly, it was my wife's 40th birthday at the weekend, so there was quite a lot of bad food kicking around my house, and I don't want to be back where I was a couple of weeks ago with a silly weight. So here I am, quick ride to the post office. You will notice I've also got more waterproof gloves. I've got a ton of printing to do today, so I'll be sat behind my desk for hours on end, and if I get wet, it's cold in there, so I'll just be sat there cold and wet all day. So it's not going to be very productive, is it? Anyway, so I got my big gloves on. It is nearly impossible to get my camera in and out of my pocket wearing these things. They're massive, but they're very warm and waterproof. Anyway, just a quick one. I'm back on the old banger today. Just a quick loop up the post office. Then I really should be getting on with some work. Let's go. Well, here comes the rain. I seem to have fixed my camera and pocket situation. Forgot this coat's got a massive pocket. Much easier to get my camera. Ah, getting all wet now. Not far now. Still a bit of a constant drizzle. It's fairly miserable out here today, but it's not super windy, so actually I'll take that because I cannot bear riding when it's super windy. So I'd rather get a bit wet, I think, than blown over. 6.4 miles today, that will do. I am still a little bit damp, but didn't get wet, which is a good thing. Anyway, it's weigh day tomorrow. Let's wait and see what happens. I'll see you then. Bye. That is the end of what I think was week 45, it'll say downstairs somewhere in the title, I guess. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me this week. I've had a wicked week of cycling this week. It's been all sorts of different things. I've done some jumps, I've done some family rides, I've done some pretty boring post office rides, but it's all cycling, and that is excellent news. So, last week's weight was 111.1. Kilos, 111.1 kilos, which was rubbish, but it's much better than it was the week before. So I'm hoping I can improve on that today. However, it was my wife's 40th birthday last weekend, and we did sort of tuck into a bit of nice nosh, all that kind of thing. So I wouldn't have eaten too healthy at the weekend, if I'm being totally honest, but I've been good for the rest of the week. So we'll have to wait and see. If it levels out, I'll be happy. If it goes down, I'll be ecstatic. If it goes up, I won't cry about it. So anyway, shut up, yaks, and get on with it. 111.1 to beat. Let's go. 111.1 kilos to beat. What's going to happen this week? I don't know, but there's only one way to find out. Let's get on with it. Don't know why I was still standing there. It finished doing its thing. 111.3 kilos. Not going to cry about that. Yeah, basically. Well, I didn't know what to expect, and I can't say that I'm annoyed about that, really. It's gone up 200 grams, which is absolutely nothing. That's one wee, which I think I did do, actually, so I can't even blame that. Anyway, it is what it is, and onwards and upwards for the next week. I am planning more cycling, of course. I'll be taking my bike home later on today. Hoping for a bit more cycling with the lad and my wife over the weekend. She really enjoyed Howden Forest. She found it very hard work, but if you saw the bike, I'll do a quick whiz round of her bike one day, and if you saw, well, it's like a dinosaur, this thing. But she loved it, and she thought it was a little bit raucous. We went on the blue, I think it's a Kiddens trail. She wasn't expecting all the flints and rocks and all that kind of thing, but you know, I'm used to it, so don't even think about it really, I suppose, when I go down. But if you're on an old clunker and you've never done it before, it's probably quite intimidating, but she got all around it, and well done to little Sam, who did 8.5 miles off-road. That's quite a slog for a little lad with little legs on a little tiny wheeled bike. So well done, Sam, if you're watching. Unfortunately, no cycling for me today, because I've got loads and loads and loads of printing to do. Current job is for Gav and Kel, who you might know from previous videos. Gav likes crashing a lot, particularly at Exeter Bike Park. Yeah, I'm just doing a few t-shirts and stuff. Well, quite a lot of t-shirts for them today. So thank you very much for that, guys. Anyway, if you haven't already, do a subscribe. There's a little button down there. Just press it and it'll sort it out for you. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you've been up to on your bike this week and how much weight you've lost. Better than me. Anyway, next week is a different week. Week 46, I believe. I will see you then.